This podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors. Your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We've got what it takes. Fix Auto. Corky's Pest Control. And Lolita's Family of Restaurants.
Hey sports fans. It's time to talk about Division II San Diego section high school basketball semifinals. Aaron!
What?
This is exciting.
It is.
I am very, 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 very curious to hear what your takes on these games are. Canyon Crest, Orange Glen on one side of the bracket, Westview Helix on the other side of the bracket.
Man.
This one, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is the most high-powered, action-packed bracket left. This is the semifinals that's got the county buzzing. Because this, we got an underdog. Mm-hmm. We got an upset coming out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. We've got two teams that have won by 50 plus points in their two first games. We've got Birds, Patriots, Cats, all sorts of things going on. Aaron, first game, let's get straight to it.
Let's do it.
We've got Canyon Crest and Orange Glen.
All right.
Break it down for me, buddy.
All right. Well, you know what? This is, this side of the bracket held up, I think, just like everyone predicted. The worst thing that could have happened to this side of the bracket was Canyon Crest getting that first half scare against Del Norte. They've been just an efficient machine ever since. But so has Orange Glen. I mean, you look at what they did with Patrick Henry, albeit Patrick Henry was not at full strength.
But Orange Glen wasn't at full strength, and they made it happen. They made it happen.
That's a 30-point victory against a quality Patrick Henry team. So, where's the rub in this game? And I think ultimately what's going to be the deciding factor is the home court advantage. Canyon Crest has earned that, throughout what they've done throughout the year. And if you look at common opponents, I think you kind of see, the writing on the wall a little bit, as it were. Both of them faced Rancho Bernardo. Rancho Bernardo actually dismantled Orange Glen earlier in the season in January. Canyon Crest, about 3 weeks later, beat Rancho Bernardo, which was a surprise to a lot of people, because a lot of people felt that RB would give them that definitive test and maybe, kind of be a little bit of a setback to what had been a very competitive season. So, given the fact that Canyon Crest beat RB, Orange Glen was able to handle RB, and given the fact that it's at home and some of those other factors, I think that Canyon Crest wins by perhaps the narrowest of margins of any of the semifinals that are left. I see this as being a 2-possession or less game. I see either Tyler Elsom or Ryan Michaels hitting some, just either contested three to win it, or something of that type. But I cannot stress how tight this game is going to be. And if there's a game that you, the fan, can make it out to, I say this one. But I say Canyon Crest over Orange Glen. Christian?
This one's not going to be decided in regulation time.
Oh, no.
We're going to overtime in this game.
Oh, yeah.
This game, I'm hearing what you're saying about mutual opponents and whatnot. I just can't get invested in that with either of these teams, because both of these teams have had such highs and such lows. You talk about Orange Glen getting beat up by RB. Orange Glen beat Foothills.
It's true. No, it's
like
true.
You could hypothetically say that means more than any other win in breaking it down. But you could also say that them losing to an RB team that just put up 37 last week then deflates. I can't. It is too convoluted to try and pick based off of that.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick based off of what I've seen in the realm of ball control. And I think Canyon Crest is just a little bit better at not turning the ball over.
Yeah, that's true.
They have a little bit better ball control. They play a little bit more controlled style of basketball.
It's more conservative.
So I say that wins out ultimately, is that they don't provide Orange Glen enough opportunities for them to capitalize. Canyon Crest gets it out by the narrowest of margins. I agree. Tommy, is going to make it a clean sweep?
Division II, first game. You guys just talked about it. Canyon Crest, Orange Glen. Give me OG, Orange Glen in this one.
Okay. now to decide who, we're not going to decide, but now to discuss who they might be playing in the finals.
Yeah.
We've got Helix, Westview. Now Westview has played spoiler up till this point as the underdog. They're a 10 seed.
Yeah.
We got a couple of 10 seeds. We got a 14 seed. This is the year of some underdogs getting after it a little bit in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Do they have enough in the tank to get one more win?
No. Here's why.
Okay, well that's quick. Shut off the camera.
Look, here's why. Got to give a lot of credit to Westview, though. Defensively, this has been totally expected, actually. Not unexpected. If you look at what they've done all year in wins or in losses, they've been able to pack it in, play pack line defense, and keep teams from going off and scoring these big, huge numbers. Rancho Bernardo can attest to that. Of those 37 points, 33 were scored by one person, JJ Overton. That means the other 8 or so players on the Rancho Bernardo roster scored 4 points total. Ouch. With that said, this team is not Rancho Bernardo. For one reason and one reason only. While Miles Norris is the main attraction, the big ticket, whatever cliche you come up with, this is not a team that is only Miles Norris. This team has a plethora of offensive weapons. A plethora. This team has depth coming off the bench. They come at you in waves. And this team has a significant home court advantage. All you have to do is look on
the doghouse.
Oh my goodness! I
Man.
mean, they are a
They're a show of themselves.
They
folks.
are a rabid bunch, ladies and gentlemen. This is they're very supportive of their team, and I think that when you combine all of these things, I think that this is the moment where the 10 seed really shows that it is the 10 seed, and they're a little out of their depth in this one. I say Helix wins by 15 plus.
I mean, I gotta agree with you. I have no reason not to believe that this Helix offense is going to score under 70.
Yeah.
And no reason to believe that Westview could score over 70. Helix, you've mentioned everything about them being well-rounded. I just want to also say that they're a physical team.
They're very physical.
You get a lot of teams sometimes that will score the live by the 3, die by the 3. That's the popular thing right now. This Helix team gets inside the paint and gets buckets.
Mm-hmm.
They are the team that you don't want to play. There's teams that you're like, hey, we might have a shot at that. This Helix team is not one that you want to play. It's an unfriendly environment. Helix is going to roll. Like, they should be the 1 seed in this bracket. They're not, but they should be.
You know,
they're going to figure that out though, because they got one more game to get there till it's ring season.
Can we also just give a congratulations to Ben O'Coten for ending his senior year, if it comes to an end against Helix.
But he has played himself so far up into the realm of Westview history. Like he's going out swinging.
Yeah.
Tommy, we need your analysis.
Let's hear it.
Helix Westview, again, congratulations Westview on your big win against RB in that all-out offensive, high-powered game of 39-37. I'm going to go with Helix, though. I think this is Helix's bracket to win.
Okay, that does it.
That's it.
That's the D2 previews, folks. We will be back once the dust settles from this to break down the finals. Finals are going to be on Saturday. It's very exciting. It's Christmas for this guy.
Yes.
It's like quadruple Christmas because there's a couple days of finals. It's big. So we'll be back with all the reaction and analysis that you guys could possibly want, and we will see you at a game.
Yes, sir.